Hello, once again, you are welcome back. This is Guide for Them with another video. Today, we shall look at one finance minister, the most corrupt man in Ghanaian history. As we can see the picture here, this is Mr. Ken Ofuri Atta, a former finance minister in the time of Akufo-Addo administration. I may say this man is unpatriotic. And as at now, we can see the picture here. He is unpatriotic, and I will explain why. I'm not sure whether all of them are unpatriotic, but I know for a fact they are all corrupt. No exception whatsoever, and whoever. I shall leave the argument for patriotism for another day so that we discuss about it. For another day, I mean. And for now, I shall focus on corruption, which is epidemic or endemic and is on the brinks of destroying African continent. Let's watch at this man now. The office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, has issued a directive to former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta demanding that he present himself at its headquarters on Monday, June 2nd, 2025. Yes, the OSP warned that failure to comply with the summons will result in severe consequences. You see, this man, as I was saying, is unpatriotic, a finance minister who has stolen a huge amount of Ghanaians' money, taxpayers' money, and has run away. We don't know his whereabouts now. Some are saying he's living in the United States, abandoned Africa. This is African brainwash and brain drain system. Stolen Ghanaians' money. He is in the wanted list to come back to Ghana and explain, but this man refused. So the OSP, the special prosecutor, has issued the final warning to Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta. You know, once, I mean, one of the reasons African leaders are very corrupt is because they are afraid of going back to being broke or becoming average citizens after they leave power, and which set a precedent for them to embezzle or to loot the country's resources for their own welfare. The corruption is prevalent that they steal so much wealth that their next 5 generations can exhaust. This is true. The sad part of is that vast majority of those stolen wealth is kept in the Western world. They stole the money and keep it in Western countries. Many of them never even live older enough to enjoy their stolen wealth. This is very sad. Another reason is because corruption is condoned by average citizens. Public officials are corrupt in Ghana and most West African countries, even the whole continent of Africa, especially within what is called tribal lines. Ghana is one good example. Corruption in tribal lines. If an Akan leader, an Akan or Ewe or whoever or Nodna or Dagoma steals from the nation's coffers today, some people of his own tribe will defend him on the grounds that leaders from other tribes do the same thing day in and out. And in essence, injustifiable ignorance and poverty have impoverished our minds that when given a bag of rice and a few thousands, we are willing to lay down our lives for a politician or a leader who is corrupt like Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, who has looted Ghanaians' money and ran away and now living in a foreign nation, leaving his people without electricity and without good roads. I know a lot of Africans who strongly believe that if you become a president and you did not become very rich after you leave office, you are forever cursed. This is what most Africans believe, and this is very bad. Everyone is in line, ladies and gentlemen, to get their turn to steal when opportunity comes. Sometimes all African leaders are waiting for it. I personally believe African leaders are corrupt because the people are indifferences to their actions. In other words, as I can say, we allow them to be corrupt. They are not going to change and will never ever change anytime soon. It is only in Africa that we turn to God to change our country or leaders because every problem for Africans deserves spiritual solutions. It is only in Africa we go to churches and pray for economic recovery. Only in Africa we go to shrines or traditional healers to do rituals or to pray for economic recoveries. This must stop. This must stop now. Sometimes I wish we could leave religious aside. Sometimes I wish Africa could leave religious aside for a while and held our leaders accountable. We have to hold them accountable for their actions. But I don't see that. I don't see that situation happening anytime soon. So, why are African leaders so corrupt and unpatriotic? Why? Please do not forget to leave your comment. Why Africans leaders, politicians are so corrupt that they want to loot, they want to steal everything for their own possessions. Thank you very much for your time and listening. Do not forget to subscribe to Guide for Them. We are back again for your good. Thank you, and we shall meet again.